Hey curly friends, welcome back. My name is Justina and you're watching Curls by Kit Kat. If you watched my video last week, you know that I was sick, so if you notice my voice is still kind of raspy, I don't feel sick anymore, but I am still working on getting my voice back. So today was my deep wash, deep condition, and Olaplex day. It was the first time I got to use Olaplex in about 3 months, so it felt great. My hair feels amazing. It is so shiny. It is so soft. It feels great. So today I'm not really going to be doing any kind of tutorial or showing you how to do anything. I actually just want to talk to you about products and how I choose my products and some products that I might suggest. But before I do that, I need to go style my hair. It is still wet from washing it, and I'm going to try something different today. Now when I've straightened my hair in the past, I have put it in braids on like the 3rd or 4th day of it being straight to give it some wave and curl, but I've never done a braid out from freshly washed hair. So if you watched my wash and go video, you know that I talked about some other different things that people might do, and those are twist outs, braid outs, or heated styling. Today I'm going to try out a braid out, and I've never done this before, so I'm not going to do a tutorial on it because I don't know how it's going to work out. So I'm going to go braid my hair. I'll be right back with you guys and we will see how this goes. Alright, so my hair is in my braids. I did not use ponytails at the end. I just twisted the ends because I didn't want to deal with ponytail creases in the morning. So I'm going to wrap these up in my headscarf so they don't get frizzy overnight, and then I'm going to go to bed. Alright, my hair is in my scarf. It's protected. I have to be up early and it is 2 a.m. as is, so catch you in the morning. Well, it has been about 3.5 to 4 hours. Yes, that's all I slept. Yes, I will definitely be taking a Sunday nap today. So my braids still look really good. There's no frizz or anything. There's no flyaways, but it is still pretty wet. So I'm going to use my blow dryer on a low heat and fan setting to just blow on top of my hair until I feel like it's completely dry, because I know that my braid out is not going to look the way that I want it to look unless my hair is completely dry before I take it out. Alright, so drying braids is hard because all your hair is like so clumped together. It's hard to get it all dry. I blow dried it for like a half an hour and it still wasn't completely dry. So I ended up letting them air dry for the rest of the morning, and then I went back in with a blow dryer just now and got it the rest of the way. I do still feel a little bit of dampness on the inside, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. Next time I do this, I'll probably do it first thing in the morning on Saturday. That way by Sunday morning, hopefully they will have just air dried themselves and I don't have to worry about the blow drying process. But I was in kind of a hurry with this one. So let's see how it goes. All right, so I've got a little bit of oil in my hands and I'm just gonna use that to start unbraiding it because I don't want to irritate my hair too much or make it frizzy. That's why I'm using the oil. So I am just going to slowly unbraid these and try not to tear apart any of the curls that are there, and we will see what it looks like when it's done. All right, so here's what it looks like so far. I am not mad at this. However, it is still a lot more damp than I thought it was going to be, so I may regret that decision. Next time, I promise I'll be a little more patient. Alright, so here's what it looks like fresh out of the braids. I'm going to fluff it up a little bit and separate some of the curls that are really stuck together, the bigger curls, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Alright, so here's what we got. I am not sure how I feel. I like it because it's like longer, but I also like my like coily curls. This is definitely like a looser curl. Definitely not as much volume as I would normally get, and I kind of like the volume, but I like the length too, and this is kind of a cute look. I'll show you what it looks like from the back too. So all in all, I think I like it. Next time it'll just be a little different because I will wait for it to dry all the way before I take it out, and I'll probably just let it air dry and wear the braids for a day or two before I actually take the braids out. So if you like this look of the longer, looser curls, maybe this is something you could try out. Okay, so back to why we're here. I want to talk a little bit about products and the products that I use. So I'm not really the kind of person to promote like one specific brand or one specific product. I am definitely a product cocktail kind of person, which some people say isn't good, but it seems to work out okay for me. So on top of mixing products, I'm also not somebody who spends a lot of money on products. So you are not going to see anything that I use literally ever being more than $15, $20 max, but the majority of what I use is $10 or less. So when I'm looking for a product, I look for something that doesn't have a lot of chemicals in it. I like to see when there's a lot of natural things, especially things like oils and things like aloe vera and different things like that. Things that come from the earth and are natural and not chemically made by people. So I know hairspray is kind of a big no-no to a lot of curly girls because it's like made out of alcohol and that's drying out to your hair. But I put all of the leave-in conditioners and all the moisturizers in my hair before. I'm not too worried about it and I don't use a lot of it. I mostly just use it as like a volumizer to lift my roots a little bit and to tame down any little frizzy flyaways that are on my top layer of hair. So I'm using right now this Hairitage hairspray. Hairitage is one of my favorite brands because they are very inexpensive, and if you look at anything they have, it's always going to say things like sulfate free, paraben free, silicone free, gluten free, aluminum free, mineral oil free, and like all of those things are things that are terrible for your hair. So when you're looking for a new product, look for things that say like free of all the bad stuff, and they usually have it on the front of their bottle. They advertise those things, so that's something you definitely want to look for. I would say some of my favorite brands that you can get at pretty much any drugstore, Walmart, Target, whatever. I really like Shea Moisture. Almost everything they have is really good, and I use just about anything from Shea Moisture. Maui Moisture is another really good one, and obviously I've talked about Hairitage. That's another one I really like. On top of those, I like to mix and match with a lot of different things. I know there's a lot of other really good products like Curlsmith and a lot of other like curly products, and some of those are a little more expensive, which is why I don't use only them, because I like the cheaper stuff because I'm cheap. But I do use some things that are different. And another thing I love to do is if you have like a Marshall's or a Ross or any kind of resale store like that in your area, you can always find really good hair stuff. So I always like to just like go inside places like that and see what they have available at the time. Right now I'm using a deep conditioner from TGIN and I absolutely love it. It's got biotin and collagen and so many things in it. It's so good. I feel like my hair has literally grown like an inch just since I started using it in the last few weeks. So there's really good finds like that sometimes. The only problem with buying stuff like that is you can't always go back and find it again. So it may have just been in that store the one time being as a resale. So if you get attached to a product, it can be kind of sad because you might have to pay a lot more for it the next time you want to buy it. And then you have things like this guy. One of my favorite things I've ever used. They don't sell it in store anymore. I don't know why. A few different people have asked me about it because they can't find it in any beauty store or CVS or Walgreens or Walmart or anything, and I can't either. I have found it online a few different places, and I'm actually probably going to be ordering it soon because it's kind of one of my like must-haves. It's like my refresh every day, and it protects my hair, and yeah, I don't think I can go without that one. So in case this is something you didn't know, when you're looking at the ingredient list on a product that you're thinking about buying, it's actually in order from the most amount used to the least amount used. So I always like to see what the first few 4 or 5 ingredients are, because that's going to show me whether it's something that has a lot of chemicals or it's something that's mostly natural. So chances are, if it's something that I can't pronounce, there's a good chance it's probably man-made and chemical-based and not something that's natural from the earth. So yeah, I mean, it's really just about seeing what's available and seeing what you can find that would be good for your hair, that doesn't have a lot of harsh chemicals, and personally, something that doesn't cost a ton of money. Personally, I'm not a fan of gels. I haven't used them in a really long time though, so I'm thinking about trying it out again because my curly hair routine is a lot different now than it used to be, so it may do good things for me. I don't know, but currently when I style my hair out of the shower, I just use a leave-in conditioner, a curl cream, and a mousse, and then I finish it off with scrunching in the oil to scrunch out any kind of crunchiness that might be there and to calm down any frizzy flyaways, to lock in all the moisture, and then I go ahead and finish it off with a hairspray. So yeah, that's it. That's how I choose my products. It's really not that hard. It is time consuming though, because I always end up like comparing different things and seeing like, do I want this one? Do I want this one? So anytime I have to buy like new hair products, I'm probably gonna be at the store for a while. And if you're anything like me, like products don't work for me for a long time. So once I go through something, I might buy it one more time if I really liked it, but usually I'm gonna try out something new every time anyway, and I might go back to that thing way down in the future, but I have to keep switching it up or my hair gets used to it and it quits working the way that I like it to work. If you're curious about what I'm using right now for my specific products, whether it's shampoo, conditioner, leave-in cream, curl cream, mousse, whatever, I will have in the description all the things that I am currently using. Once again, I'm not necessarily promoting those things. I do really like everything I'm using right now, but I will probably switch again in the next month or so, so you'll probably see me using different things pretty soon. So here are the products that I'm currently using. I'm just gonna go in order from what I would use first in the shower until after out of the shower. So this is Organics Tea Tree Mint Shampoo. I know I've heard some bad things about Organics with some ingredients they're putting inside their shampoos and conditioners, but I looked up this one and it's actually not one of the ones that has the really bad ingredients. However, just because as a brand, there's a lot of issues, I have decided that I won't be buying this one again, so I'll be looking for a new shampoo pretty soon here. Here we have Repairx Botanicals Biotin Therapy Conditioner. It invigorates the scalp. It's really good. The first few ingredients are water, aloe vera juice, so that's really good. This was one of my finds at Marshall's, so I don't know that I'll be able to find this one again, but it is a really big bottle, so it lasts for a long time. These are the two deep conditioning masks that I'm using right now. This one is almost gone, so I won't have it for much longer. The Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil, and this one is the one that I'm in love with right now. Also a Marshall's find, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it again, but it is so good. And it's actually really interesting. This brand came from a woman who had cancer and was trying to grow her hair back. So really cool. I like what it supports and it works great. Then we have the leave-in conditioner from Shea Moisture. Excuse my bottle, I know it's a little beat up. The Manuka honey and Mafura oil. I really like it. It's really thick. If you don't like a thick leave-in conditioner, you might not like this one. And then this is just water because, you know, gotta keep your curls wet while you're styling them. Next would be this curl cream from Hairitage. It's called Ahead of the Curl. I really like it. It smells amazing. That's one of the reasons I like it the most, actually. But it really does a good job keeping my curls not frizzy, keeping them soft, and really controlling them. Then I would scrunch in some of this Freida Frizz Ease Curl Reviver Mousse. This would go after my curl cream, and I would scrunch it in, not rake it through, just to scrunch up some of those curls and give them the bounciness that they need. This is the one that I can't find in stores anymore, so I'm gonna have to order it online soon, but I really love it. It's almost gone, as you can see, so it's time to order some more. This is my Revival Oil, and I use it after I style my hair to lock all the moisture in and make it nice and soft and shiny. And then finally this one, which I've already shown you, this is the Hairitage Flexible Hold Hairspray. I also really like the Hairitage leave-in conditioner. The reason I don't have that one right now is because they were out of it in the store. That's why I went with the Shea Moisture one instead. So yeah, that's all the products that I'm currently using. Expect to see it to change regularly because I rarely use the same thing twice in a row. And yeah, once again, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking with me and watching my video. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to know that people are watching it and that you're enjoying it. And if there's ever anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know because I will totally take suggestions. But that's all for this time. So you've been watching Curls by Kit Kat. This is Justina, and I can't wait to share more curly hair tips and tricks with you next time. Can't wait to share more hair curly words. I'm so glad you stick with